Morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Tech, huge upgrades all over tech. Bonds collapsing, rates flying higher, but oil is lower. Do we recover? Don't know. Here's the thing. If we completely break, which is possible, anything is possible, right? If the bonds really tumble and the rates really take off, you could have a crash-like event because these banks are going to fail. Something is going to break with these banks if the rates go up. Now, a lot of speculation, China dumping treasuries, maybe. Who knows? Don't know. No idea. Okay? But here's what I know is this is a slowdown. This is not the let's go down 100 and another 100 and another 100. We're going down 20, 40, 50, and then we pop back up 30, and then we go down 20, 30. That's a different market than down 100, down 100, down 100, down 100. We don't have that. Okay? NVIDIA, massive upgrade, 725, I think. Massive upgrade. Okay? SMCI doing very well. But here, don't forget this dollar. As the dollar goes up, their profits are less. If every point the dollar goes up, and it's up to 107, let's say it gets to 108, that means you lose 1% of your profits. Okay? Understand this. So, but Kramer said something very interesting yesterday. And I don't know how smart Apple is. I think they're pretty smart. I don't know how smart NVIDIA and all these other companies are. He's saying, let's say Apple is paying you good interest. I believe you can put money in there and get 5%, 4%, 5% if you deposit money at Apple. Are they making money off your money? So if they're paying you 4%, are they making 5%? I don't know. But he says if you go look at the cash hoards of the techs, they have the most money. So if they're sitting on this money, so say you're sitting at $1 billion, and you can do math. Say let's do it on $1 million, because I can do math better on $1 million. Okay, so sitting at $1 million and you're doing 0.5% interest, right? So you're getting $50,000. Okay, so you divide that by 12, and so you're getting $4,100 a month. $4,000 a month. Now they have $1 billion, so you got to times it by 100, right? So you're getting 41,330, maybe $1 billion, maybe 3 zeros. Okay, so you're making $4 million a month. Okay, yeah, that's right. Because on $1 billion you would make 50 million in interest. Okay, so are they doing that? And does that offset the dollar going up? Very possible if they're doing that. Okay, but here's the thing: at some point, you're going to get this where something bad happens. The CDSs are blowing up. So who knows? Don't know. So just be aware of that. And is there a day like today, and not saying it's today, but you're down 21. Does at some point this rip to down to 100? It never really goes over 50 or 60. Maybe it goes up 10 or more, but it never really goes 100 down or 200 down. Does that day come? I don't know. But be ready for it if you're ready for it. Okay, action yesterday. I don't know what happened to Lilly, but Lilly was about to break, and they bought it like crazy. And you're up $1 in 10 minutes. You have to take these. SMCI, we took a double, but you seen what I did. I posted the trade. We did 20 contracts at $2. That's it. And sold them at $4. That's it. $4,000. Tiny trades, SPXs. We're buying 5. I mean, $2,000 trade, $3,000 trade. SCMI, not SCMI, NASDAQ. We're buying like 3. I mean, just simple trades to be in it. And if it moves, you take your profit. If not, it's so little, it's not a big deal. You have to do this, okay? Okay, now NVIDIA, we bought more yesterday. First one, that's the bigger trade. But the rest of it is just tiny. And do tiny. Don't give up a whole year's worth of profit in 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. Okay? Look, here's what I'm going to tell you. You go buy NVIDIA and it rips $5, okay? And you may catch a point and a half. That's it. That's all they're giving you. They're not giving you 8 points. Okay? So you got to sell them. You got to sell them. Okay? So today, the key to today is not the dollar, and it's not TNX. It's not the rates. It's oil. Okay? And I'm pretty positive of this. Because if oil breaks down, and this goes sub 86, then you got 83. Then you got less inflation. And if oil goes up, we're going to really tank with rates, okay? But if oil goes, it's already negative. It's 19 cents negative. But if this drops $2.5, they're going to rip this market way up. Now, nobody's telling you they're going to rip it up and they're going to keep it up. I'm just telling you they will rip it way up, okay? Understand this. Now, one other thing, very, very interesting, nobody talks about. All these people say, wait a second, if rates go up, all the companies' money comes out of the stock market because nobody's buying stuff because there's less, nobody's paying that interest rate and it costs too much to invest. Okay, I don't disagree with that. But here's the part I disagree with. There's so much money in these big companies, Meta and all that. These guys got cash. They're not borrowing money at 5%. So if you now say you're another bank, you got to put money out there so you get money to operate. Yes, that's harder. Okay, and you pay more interest. But these bigger companies are not doing that. Apple isn't raising any money. Apple isn't issuing bonds at 6% interest rate, right? So that's why money's going into those areas. That's different, right? That's why the world is different, and that's why you can't say it's the same as 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Maybe, think about this. Maybe we have a complete collapse. We're down 200 one day. And NVIDIA stays up and Apple stays up. Very conceivable and very possible. Why? Because they have money, okay? So understand this. Yesterday, Speaker McCarthy, they were trying to oost him. If they oost him, there's all hell to be paid, and then there's a monster crater, okay? So just understand that. Nothing crashes in one day. Nothing goes up huge in one day. And we're getting 30, 40 points. Yesterday, all day long, we're down 20 or 30, all day, and then it pops near the end of the day, closes positive. Okay? In theory, that implied we either open down 20, which is we are, because it gets it all back, or we rock it at the open, and that didn't happen. Okay? So this is just what you have to be aware of. Okay? And then we see. But Datadog, huge upgrade that would help Snow, but they're all down. I mean, with this market, they're all going to be down. How far down? Don't know. But if the dollar goes up, watch the dollar. That's important. Watch TNX for people that are watching rates. That's important. And watch oil. But oil is the most important today. Because if oil can collapse, that helps. And then that may reverse it. Now, people were telling me last night, they're trying to crater the market last night. Now, I don't know enough about it, but okay. EES and stuff, okay? So just be aware. Be aware. Go slower. Then we see. And know that if oil were to drop $2 or $3, then we're going to go positive. Now, nobody's saying that that's going to happen, okay? But just be aware, that is what would take us positive, okay? Okay, good morning, everybody. 10-3. Stocks go up, stocks go down. Things are getting dicey in the market, so understand that, okay? But this is different than every other year. There's never been a year like this where people have money, people can go borrow against their house. Are these people going to pay their student loans? No idea. I'm willing to bet 50% of the people don't pay the loan. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? They're going to go ding their credit? People can say, we don't care. It's a different world. This isn't the world that we lived in before where, oh, my God, you don't have credit, go try and fix it. These guys don't care. They just say, oh, I owe $250,000, I'm not paying it. What are you going to do? They're just not going to pay it. That's it. I don't know. I mean, that's just my thing. Okay? So in this SPX down 23, that puts it right back to where it was yesterday. Okay? 42.73, somewhere in there. 42.74. You got 42.51, 42.38. Big number. Big number. Okay? Avago, 8.36. You have, 4 weeks left till the so-called decision. Think about, everybody gives their approval on a deal. So they say there's a deal, and they say Europe says, okay, you can do it. U.S. government says you can do it. Who knows? All these agencies say they can do it. But China, who we don't even give a shit about, says we're just not going to give you even an answer. I mean, think about how the world operates. It's just fantastic. Why do we give a shit what China says about if you can do the deal or not? I mean, this is just fascinating to me how the world operates, okay? So understand that. Okay? NVIDIA. This is a monster upgrade. If the SPX were to pop 10, this thing can easily be 456. Then we see. Lam Research. Chips. Now, how many times is Biden going to say we're going to restrict chips? So let me tell you something here. Go chart this. The U.S. government said over 10 times in the last 2 years that they're going to come after and file antitrust against Amazon and Google. And they said it 10 times, each one. And every time they said it, the market dropped 2 or 3 points in Google. Every single time. And then they didn't do it for 3 months. Then they said it again. Isn't that funny? The same news over and over again. The algos pick it up and take it down. Okay, so just understand that. Okay? Same thing with this chip news. Everybody knows the chip news. If you're a company that's selling chips to China, you have to know that this is going to happen. Okay? Zscaler, another huge upgrade on Zscaler. Look, all you have to know is MGM Grand had an issue. They lost so much money and so much business over a 5-day period that every single big company is buying Zscaler, CrowdStrike, PanW, and they are. And that's only going to double and triple in a year or two. And it's going to keep going. Doesn't mean they don't have bad times, but it's going to keep going. BKNG. Okay, this is all about, do they believe a recession, blah, 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 blah. Look, somebody told me credit card rates are up to 32%. Can you imagine if you have a credit card rate at 32%, say you borrowed $1,000 or $5,000, would you pay it? I mean, this is just fascinating to me. I mean, this is just 32%. Just fascinating to me. Okay? Meta, 309, 316, under 299. Snowman with a Datadog upgrade, probably be 151, 156, under 141. Caterpillar, 278, and then 288 beast number. Netflix up a little bit, 381 underneath 371. SCMI 293, 300. WDay. See, this is the one that doesn't make any sense. You tell me you're going to have less profits. Now you tell me the market's going to go down because of rates, and this thing is not even sub 200. This one has to crack first. Okay? NOW, be careful. When the dollar was at 111 last time, it's 111. The CEO told you headwinds, and it dropped for 9 months. NOW. Just giving you some history. Microsoft, huge upgrade to 400. This one may go positive. And then you got Tesla. You got tons of downgrades on Tesla. 241, 232. Needs to get through 261 to be better. Okay? That's where I know. That's where I know. Let me go comments, questions. Nothing here. That's where I know. That's where I know. Okay? Everybody have a great 10 days. See you, chat.